Today I'm going to be talking about instant gratification and the reason why I stack. I used to be so guilty of instant gratification. I would buy items that made me feel good at the time, but now that I look back at it, I can see how financially foolish I was. I see a majority of Americans living the same lifestyle of buy today and worry tomorrow. If you don't have the cash, don't worry, just throw it on your credit card. Kick the can down the road or pass the buck, so to speak. I've spent a lot of money accumulating hundreds of CDs and DVDs. Money that could have been put into something way more productive. I've put thousands of dollars into a car that's just worth a fraction of what I have into it. I have close to $10,000 into it. I'd be lucky if I could get $2,500 for this car. I still have the car, but it needs work to be able to drive it. I used to dine out a lot. I'd buy all the most recent, newest gadgets that I thought I needed. One day I was scratching 2 nickels together. And that's about all I had. I decided I needed to change my habits to become more financially secure. I looked around and saw friends, family, and acquaintances all seeking the same instant gratification. I've slowly began to realize that instant gratification is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, downfalls of our country. Our country is based on instant gratification, which usually means debt. Most Americans hold debt, and the government holds debt as well. I get a sick feeling in my stomach when I see that we're passing the buck on to our future generations based on our need for instant gratification. We don't worry how it will affect them tomorrow. We worry about us today. Most Americans' debts, I believe, are caused by instant gratification. Take a look at your credit card statement. Review all of the items that you could have lived without. I would say that even most Americans' weight problems are caused by instant gratification. You know, why spend time preparing a meal when you could just go through a Mickey D's and get your food fast? Why brew a pot of coffee when there's Starbucks right around the corner? Why bake a dessert when you have a bag of chips or a box of cookies, you know, within arm's reach? Now, this doesn't end with the lower class either. I'm going to talk about the stock trader. Yeah, sure, they have stocks and they're in it supposedly for the long term. And they defy the odds over and over and over again. Many of the smartest stock traders are some of the dumbest gamblers. I think part of their thinking is they have defied the odds so many times that they'll be able to do it at the casino. And that's what gets them in so much trouble. Patience is a virtue. So many people are impatient or in a rush or a hurry. It's just ridiculous. If you want good things to happen, just be patient, be picky, and know what you're getting into. The reason why I stack is because I saw myself being financially dumb. I was spending money on foolish items, and I needed a way to put something aside. So in 2014, December 2013 maybe, I started stacking silver. I'm not 100% into precious metals, as I have other investments that earn. Put some of that money into silver when I get it, but I try to keep my investments that earn to keep on earning. I look at it as a safe haven or an emergency fund to my emergency fund. I put extra money into precious metals. We have all heard about people having their bank accounts frozen or hacked. You cannot hack silver. You cannot freeze silver. Well, you could freeze silver, but it won't change the mineral structure. Paper degrades and devalues over time with inflation. Precious metals do not. A lot of people will disagree on that statement. They'll say, well, look at the price of silver lately. I'm looking at the long term. I don't look at silver on a day-to-day, month-to-month, or year-to-year basis. I see a lot of videos on YouTube and they say, well, today silver didn't do so good, but You know, it had a rally. It had a rally. I don't pay any attention to them videos. I don't care what the price of silver is today. I used to look at the price of silver a lot more often. I remember in 2011 when silver went up $4 in one day. People are so bent on seeing a 10-cent earnings. I just don't get it. And if you look at the historical charts, you will see that precious metals have done very well. I look at the long term. Gold and silver have been valued as money by currency. As money by currency for thousands of years. I don't see any change in the near future. You shouldn't either, unless you think the Chinese are stacking gold by the ton until gold becomes the next Beanie Baby, Furby, or Pokemon card. My firm belief is people should hoard and stack what the government hoards and stacks, not just debt. The people are almost the same as the government right now. They're both hoarding and stacking up that debt until that debt pile just absolutely falls over and we're broke again. I mean, we're already there, but if paper were more secure than gold, governments would issue gold and stack paper. They're never going to do that. They're never going to issue gold as standard issue currency. Think of why they give you a piece of paper and they have 100-ounce bars of gold. There's a reason for that. Don't think that your governments are absolutely being stupid by hoarding this gold. I don't look at silver as a get-rich-quick scheme. I look at it as a long-term savings plan with the potential short-term gains. If you're a flipper, you can even sell some of your silver for yearly dividends. Talk about letting your money work for you. If you hold silver and gold with no debt, you are more financially secure than any country in the world. I'm more financially secure than any country in the world. And that is a good feeling.